welcome to another episode of
Where I can top my knee.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Jonathan. And we are a Boys Love podcast that talks about our favorite shows and all the press and mess around them.
And Jonathan, it is Pride weekend in NYC.
I know.
What have you done?
Today's World Pride, right?
Yes.
World Pride. Ooh.
What did you do today?
I did nothing. It's such an ugly day. I didn't expect it was going to downpour like it is right now.
It is very wet and not in a good way.
Yeah, not in the good way from like 2 weeks ago.
Not in a good way. It is very wet. And people ask me, like, are you going to go to the parade? I'm like, no.
I don't know. I'm
not
kind
a
of
parade
over it.
person. Yeah, I'm not a parade person. I don't like any parade.
Really?
No.
Have you ever been to the one in New York?
I've been to a parade in general, and I don't get the point of standing around on your feet for hours watching people pass by in inclement weather around strangers.
Because you make friends, you kind of celebrate with your
I don't make friends in
girls.
those environments.
You get to see
I
some,
can celebrate
hot man
at
on the
my
floats.
house with food and air conditioning.
Boo. Well, I don't know.
So I
It
can
has
do
a time
that.
and place. Like a couple years ago,
Mm-hmm.
like before same-sex marriage was announced in America, it was kind of cool to go to the parade. I liked it. It was fun, communal. And also I was young. I was like 18, 19.
Yeah. Even when I was a young thing, I was not into parades. I was just not in any parade. I don't go to a Thanksgiving parade.
Oh, Thanksgiving
Christmas
parade.
parade.
I've been once, just to say I've gone.
Yeah, I don't go
Christmas
to any
parade.
parade.
There's
Yeah,
Christmas
I don't do
parades?
any. They got some kind of parade.
Oh.
They parade in something. I don't know.
Oh, what about the Disney
I just
parade?
don't do it.
The Disney parade.
No. Even at Disney World, I was sitting at home.
Boo.
Or no, I was sitting somewhere else.
Oh.
Like just not at the parade because
She
I'm
was
like
sitting
I'm not
on
going to sit
someone
here and
else.
watch floats. I was a child, so
Oh.
only lap I was sitting on was my parents' lap.
And we love
And
to
that's
hear that.
very
We love
different.
to hear that.
Yes. Anyway, also, it is Pride weekend, and one thing that us queers do during Pride weekend is we drag people, and there's people in drag.
Oh.
So I wanted to drag somebody today because I don't know if you saw this in New York Times, but this clear lady had the caucasity to say that it is rude for a host to ask their guests to take off their shoes when entering their home.
Oh, no.
And I'm kind of like,
in what way?
It's not your house.
Yeah.
Like, so isn't that weird? Because I knew neither one of us thought that was rude. It's like, in fact, it's rude for you, guest, to say, I'm not going to take off my shoes. It's not your house.
You're literally
if
a
you want to
guest
go around
here.
with
You're on someone else's property. You can be
correct.
nice.
Yeah, like get out of that colonizer mentality. Get out of it. Step out of it. Like, because when you come into my house, the shoes come off. I don't want the poo-pee mess of New York City and all of the metro area coming into my home.
Period. Same. Like I don't know where you've been. Especially you gonna step on my rug in your subway shoes? Come on, that's nasty.
Right. Especially we know what goes on in the subway beyond pee and poo. Okay. I mean, if you look on the nasty side of Twitter, you see some other stuff that happens on the NYC subway too.
People getting freaky. I mean, it's
Yes.
Pride Month. I mean, the gays don't know how to
they're
act.
doing it even when it's not Pride Month. Okay, they raw dogging it on the train.
Oh my
literally.
God! At least they take their shoes off when they get home.
Okay. Anywho, let's get to the word on the tweet.
So word on the tweet. I think this has been announced like before, but I think now we got like an actual date for when this show is coming out. But there's this new show, like a Chinese drama that's coming out called Meet You at the Blossom. And it looks beautiful, and I can't wait for it to come out. It's gonna be 12 episodes, and everyone's like, "Oh, how did this get past Chinese censorship?" Well, it's being done by a Thai company So we're getting the best of both worlds, I guess.
Is it being filmed in China? Do you know that?
I don't know. It's probably all like a set. It's very like, it's like one of those like, fictional kind of supernatural shows, sword fighting, kind of untamed. Like, I think, well, maybe not supernatural, but you know, it's in that kind of realm. But it looks cool. But it's coming out July 11th.
Oh gosh, July is gonna be so packed and busy.
So many shows coming out.
So many. Oh my goodness. But that's good. What else do we have happening?
So Portion Arm, you know Portion Arm, that is like, I think they're kind of like not famous, but you know they're well known, like a well known gay
they're
couple.
One of the few hourly, that's actually a real ship.
Yeah, they've been together for like 10+ years. They acted together in I Long Nai, and I know Porsche was in. He was in Together With Me. He was as like the creepy doctor in that show.
He was the creepy doctor.
I mean, but he was fine in that show. But yeah, it was creepy doctor. Yeah. Star Hunter is creating a reality series wedding show about them. About their upcoming wedding, because they announced, you know, once legislation is passed later this year, they're gonna get married for real or have it official.
Yes. And then wasn't there another couple too that it was New Year and
both in New Year.
Both in New Year. You know, they did their little engagement thing, so now they're officially engaged.
Yeah.
And I guess their goal is to get married as soon as the legislation is fully passed.
I love that everyone's like really running to it once it's passed. It's beautiful to see.
Yes, you better run. Yes, run. What else is happening?
I mean, on a sadder note, I mean, we like sent this to each other on like Monday morning and came out. The like Chimon from GMMTV, he said that like he's like stepping down from like that show that's coming out later this year called Perfect 10 Liners. He was like one of the like 4 couples in that show, with Perth, but he's battling depression right now and seeking help. So he's stepping away from acting and ship and everything.
You know, Shimon is my baby. You know, I don't care what anyone says. I think he's my child. Aww. And I was just heartbroken, you know, but I'm glad he is getting the help he needs. He's getting the help he needs, and he has all of our support, because honestly, health is wealth. You know, you have to take care of yourself first. And I'm glad he's doing that. I am sad to see this Shimon ship to end so soon, because they just had one show together. And you know, Perth just got into GMMTV not too long ago, so I mean, he is a little controversial because a few years ago he said some stuff that, you know,
him
based
and
on how you looked at it, was
Heart.
kind of homophobic. You know, and but I think he is trying to redeem himself from that, and do something a little different. So I'm really hoping that maybe this works out.
He'll get recasted with another boy, or maybe he'll like float around and have multiple ships, like, you know, like Neo or Mark. Yeah. But Chimon,
I don't know.
Chimon's been with the company for a long time. He's been acting for a long time. He's a really great actor. Yeah.
He's really good, and I think they were trying to get him to be shipped with people, and I think this was the one that was going to be a more permanent ship.
I mean, he had one before that kind of fell through.
Yeah.
Around like Waterboy era, I think he had a ship. So this would be his second ship that fell through. But.
Yeah, and I just realized with Perth, this is another ship that it was one show, and then something happened that caused the ship to fall apart.
So both of them like are on their second failed ships, sunken ships.
Yeah, because before it was Saint Perth or Perth Saint, and I really loved them as a ship, but I think their management at the time ruined it.
Honestly, anywho, but yeah, more boys need to but have mental assistance at that company, because imagine all these crazy fans like Om Nanon, like they're still getting like bombarded with fans being like, what happened? We know You guys should
and
want to
even
be
Net
together.
is still getting stuff, even
Yeah,
though
like-
Net, like,
Oh my.
the fans are getting out of order and out of line. So, with that said, let's go to a happier note and let's get into our
Show
shows
of the week.
So anyway, Jonathan, what is your show this week?
My show of the week, I just changed it like 2 minutes ago. I put His Man 3 because this last episode that just happened, these last 2 episodes, oh my god, they're so juicy. And I love when they start to like, when it's the episode when they reveal their ages and their occupations, because then you're just like,
and then things get really messy.
it gets real awkward because you're like, wow, some people you really don't expect. And
yeah.
I mean, Jason.
And Jason being the oldest.
Yeah, Jason being 33, I kind of expected him. But some of these boys being 21, 22.
I mean, I knew that. I already said, like.
You knew that
Sungjin
was.
It was like young. 2021. I knew he was young.
Knew him. I didn't know Hui was that young. And Min Sung.
I didn't think he was that young either, but like, now it kind of makes sense. They're both in college
still. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. But with Hui, it makes sense. The way he acts.
I mean, I love 22. Him. He's like my MVP of the show.
I
right
do
now.
love him though.
Like he's such. Yes. And Min Sun, like, I feel like everyone was saying that he was so like, he felt very gay, very flamboyant, and I was like, I didn't see this episode 1. Like the first episode, he felt so standoffish for me. But now I saw.
Min-sun?
Yeah.
Wait. People thought Min-sun was flamboyant?
Yes, this episode he was queening out a little bit. His mannerisms. And I loved it.
I didn't think he was doing it that much.
He was.
Like,
I love him. Like, I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, all I know is he's an actor. Yeah.
He's an actor.
Yeah, like.
But I like that he's a little more femme, because a lot of these gays in Korea like to mass it up.
Well, you didn't see season 1. I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
say
I
that.
did not see season 1. So.
Yes, and there was a lot. There were some femmes there for sure. I will say this though, for this show so far, Min-sun is the least of my worries. I love the messiness with Hui and Sungmin.
And Sungmin. I mean, they're not that. There's not that big of an age gap, right? They said 7 years.
No, it's like 7 years.
He's 22
so
and he's
huge.
29.
Yes.
Sungmin is 29. Yeah.
Also, I thought Sungmin was older, but
I thought Sungmin was in his 30s.
I did too.
I was like, "Ooh, all right, 29. It's a hard 29."
Ooh. But I will say, what I'm interested in is the whole mess between Younghyun and Youngjun.
That
is the storyline that I'm all about.
Be more to it.
The producers were messy AF.
The producers were like,
they
don't
knew
say
they
anything.
knew each other.
For sure.
They knew each other. Casting them on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they went on. They're saying they had like a date.
Yeah, they said we were still in like the talking, flirting stage. I'm like, no, you're not. If you guys made TikToks, like people already found that they made like a bunch of TikToks together. I'm like,
they were doing more than talking, flirting. They
were like y'all were
coming
stuff.
and going.
Oh,
they were
probably,
and
it probably lasted like maybe a month or 2. But they're making it seem like it was like a fleeting, like Instagram text and like a one meetup. When it was more
it was a friend with benefit situation at the very least.
It was probably during COVID. It was probably short and
needed
sweet.
Somebody needed warm milk and they got it.
Oh, have you seen that? Have you seen that video?
What, the TikTok?
The TikTok of Yeonjun drinking milk, like and no gag
reflex? Send that to me.
I will post it on our story, y'all.
You said no gag reflex?
I mean, he was guzzling milk.
He was going.
Yup, literally, like he was lying flat while just pouring milk in his mouth. It was crazy. But you think he's gonna get with Hanmin? Or Hanmin obviously really liked him.
He does, and you could tell they were getting all kind of cute and everything. I think maybe he's definitely not. I would be really shocked if he gets with Myunghyun again. I would be shook, so. But I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't know. He seems like a messy. Like he's here to just fuck shit up in the show and then leave.
And honestly, I don't really care for him that much.
I don't know. He just seems kind of. I don't know.
He's very. I told you.
He was joking a lot too this episode.
Yeah, the moment he was like, "Oh, I want someone as pretty as me. And then I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, Youngjoon? Like, Youngjoon is a different kind of pretty. Like, he's more my type. But
I mean, I love his job that he said he does, like, kind of set design and photo shoots for, like, idols.
Yes.
And I was like, ooh, he does, like, all the, like, photo books and stuff. That's so cool.
That's really cool. But I am more about the drama. You already know. If I'm going to watch reality TV, I'm here for the drama. Okay? I'm here for the mess.
I'm here for someone throwing hands. I mean, we already got a little bit of jealousy from yeah, he's like, wow, I didn't get a call today, like, oh, you really hate me because you think I'm too young for you.
And I think Sungmin doesn't know what he
feels
wants.
So guilty.
Yeah,
I know, but it's also if it's day 2, I'd be like, everyone calm down. It's day 2.
It's day 2, right? And
like,
again,
let me call a couple people, go on a couple more dates. We still have so much time together.
And
We're
that's
roommates.
what Sungmin
we can talk
was
every
saying.
night.
And that's what Sungmin was saying. Like, he came in with the intention of trying to get to know everybody before he really makes a decision. That would be my intention
if I was on the show.
Yeah.
I'd be like, everyone needs to hoe around a little bit before we make a final decision.
Well, they're not really hoeing. Only people who probably did some hoeing was before the show, and that was Youngjoon. That was Youngjoon and Younghyun. I don't care what they say; they were not flirting and talking.
Mm-hmm.
They were,
because Youngjoon made it so serious. He was like, "We need to talk in private."
Only thing that
we have to talk this out today. We have to tell everyone today that we know each other.
Only thing that was talking were maybe booty cheeks were talking before the show. That's the only thing that was making noise. Okay.
Anyways, what is your show of the week?
Oh, so mine is, I actually decided to do a throwback this week.
All right.
I'm going to do More Than Words. It is the end of Pride Month, and when this episode comes out, it will already be like the 2nd day of July. And I think this show is really important because we don't have a lot of shows like this in the BL world. I actually finished the show maybe at the beginning of this year, and I remember telling you about it.
I remember you. Yeah, it's like, that there's a girl.
Yeah, it's a Japanese BL, and it's like a slice of life, kind of. It starts when they're in high school and goes until, like, they're young adults. And I think everyone should watch it. It does not have a happy ending per se, but it pretty much shows you, like, the real of the complications of queer relationships, right? And I think that's what's really important for this month is to, not everything needs to be a fantasy, like, right? A lot of BLs, even the one that we talk about a lot, My Stand-In, some of the stuff that happens in that show is low-key fantastical, okay?
I mean, the main plot of
it. Okay. But in this case, it's like, this is real stuff that can happen with anybody. And it deals with homophobia. It deals with internalized homophobia. It deals with societal homophobia. It has a lot of different layers to it. And it's just very well done. One thing I love about this show is it is pretty accessible because, at least in the US, it's on Amazon Prime.
Oh.
Yes, it is. That's where I watched it.
One of the few that are on Amazon Prime.
One of the few. So I recommend, if you do have Amazon Prime, go ahead and watch it. You can find it in other means. Just slide into our DM and we'll tell you. But definitely go ahead and watch it on Amazon Prime. Definitely worth watching. And probably one of my favorite Japanese BLs, maybe one of my favorite BLs. Period. It's really well done. It's very well done, and it is very serious with some lighthearted notes in there, but there's so much to unpack with that show. So much. Anywho, we got so much more to talk about. We have a very long
a bunch of new
shows. So let's get into it. Oh my goodness. We're going to go right through this today, Jonathan, okay? Like, real quick. So
our show of the week should have been this show.
Yes, but we're going to talk about this a little later. The Rebound, okay? We're going to talk about this a little later. I got a little something for you. But The Rebound just started last week. It's on Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Oh, really?
Gaga Ulala and View.
So that's why it's 2 days a week.
Correct. So it's 2 days a week. It's a main paying show that we haven't seen them since last year with Gangster Oppa, My Gangster Oppa.
Yeah, My Dear Gangster Oppa. Was that last year? I feel like that came out like January. Like that was so.
It could have been. It felt like a long ass time ago, though. It really does feel like it was a long time ago. And like I said, we're not going to talk about it too much because I got a little something for you later. All right. The other one is, did you start the show yet? I Hear the Sunspots.
No, everyone's talking about it. It's like everywhere I see, but I have yet to take a peek. It's on Gaga Ulala?
Yes, and it's also on iQIYI, and it comes out on Wednesdays. It is a Japanese BL. It is pretty good. And all I have to say is one of the main characters is partially deaf. So, and you know, we don't really see a lot of disability ability as much in BL, but I'm glad we're seeing that this time around.
Yeah, we really don't. When was the last time? I feel like there's one that comes to the tip of my brain, but it's gone.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember too. I'm trying to remember as well.
I feel like there was one, but
the other.
I would just think of just Heart from.
Oh yes, even though Moonlight Chicken,
but that's a side. Yeah, but that's a side character.
Yeah, not a main character, right? The Trainee came out today on Sunday on GMM TV's YouTube channel, and it's
replacing Only Boo's spot,
right? And it's an off-gun show, and we haven't seen them since Cooking Crush.
I feel like Cooking Crush just ended.
Well, that's because you're still watching it.
Because I'm still on episode 2.
Oh my gosh. Anyway,
I feel like Cooking Crush not just end? Like I feel like that just ended like January.
It might have been more like March.
That's crazy. That's so fast.
It might have been more like
Cooking
March.
Crush ended February. It was November to February.
Okay.
And they're having another show. That's crazy.
Yeah, but so far, I started it. I'm gonna give it another episode. I'll just say that.
It takes a minute to get into it.
I think so. I want to see where it's gonna go. Luckily, again, I feel it's a off gun. Even if the script is weak, they will save the show because they're good actors.
Of course. Wait, so what's it about? Is it about? Are they like? Is Gunn like an intern at like a movie set or something?
Yes. But how he gets the internship is a mess. So.
Oh, I see. Sleeping with the boss? No.
No, they not doing that. It's
There's plenty of other shows like that.
It's a little bit more PG. Okay.
Oh, I see.
And then also coming out tomorrow on Monday, so the day before this podcast ends up being posted, is Takara's Treasure. This will be Mondays on Gaga Ulala. First of all, we finally have a Monday show.
Yes, finally.
So, and it's a Japanese BL. I don't 100% know what it's about. They've been
keeping up.
They've been putting them out.
Thailand this year. Yeah. I'm like, we haven't gone like a cycle without a Japanese BL. We've been
we get like
our weekly list is like 2. Thailand, Japan.
Right. And we at least get 2 from Japan at least. So, which is pretty good. And we have 2 right now. I Hear the Sunspots and Takara's Treasure. So,
yeah.
That's good. And then,
come on, Korea, what's good?
They're giving us His Man 3.
Come on, Taiwan.
And Taiwan is what's slacking at the moment.
Taiwan is slacking.
But know who is not slacking? Vietnam with Be Your Star finally came back. So this is not a news show per se, but it's been on hiatus for a couple of weeks. Came back on Wednesday, but it's resumed its Saturday schedule, which is on YouTube on O2's channel. And
O2 Productions, yes.
We're not gonna get too much into it, but all I have to say is
that was wild.
It was wild, and if you saw our stories on Instagram, then you know why it was wild. So we do. I was
like, nothing's happening, Kevin. I don't know what you're talking about.
And then you saw.
I was like, your grandma's 2 feet away from you. What are you doing? Like, she's not turned the other way.
Right, she's not turned the other way, so she could open her eyes. She could
open your eyes and see and see little bobbin.
Yeah, choking the chicken for real.
She can see a little star. I was like, oh my god. And also, I feel like there has to be another, place in that house you can sleep. Like, you're sleeping on the floor next to your grandma, but you have a living room. You can go sleep in the living room. I don't know.
I guess it's a one-room house.
Just to be close to her.
Yeah, and she's really old. So
yeah.
So anywho, I got a new section, a new segment. Okay, because we had hot cross buns, and folks love the bakery. So I think anytime we have a show that is generous in exposing a fresh derriere, we should talk about it. So I'm calling this segment Sweet Cheeks Booty Meat. Sweet cheeks, booty meat. Sweet cheeks, booty meat. Sweet cheeks, booty meat.
Ew. So, I mean, you like your cheeks.
I do like cheeks. And if they're nice, I'm going to, give them the street creds they deserve, okay?
As you should.
So let's get into the rebound, right quick. This show,
my God. It was like 2 seconds. No, but it did surprise me about the locker room scene.
Yeah, the locker room scene. But before then, I'm still surprised you didn't look at Dude get out of the bathtub and see them fresh cakes sitting up on top of them nice thick legs that he got.
Oh my God.
I'm surprised you didn't notice. I rewound it back so I could take a better look.
It wasn't that impressive to me.
That's
why it didn't gag me.
I guess you like pancakes.
Oh, not Flatty Patties.
But
let me go back right now and take a peek.
Go ahead. Because, his name is Pass, and Pass got ass to me.
Oh, and you said Pass and Pass that ass.
And low key, I think he was in this weekend's episode of Wandi Good Day.
I know, I was just about to say that. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I was like oh my gosh. Yes. And playing the other doctor, because now, Dr. Tur got nobody.
As he deserves.
He got nobody.
This is a pod looking foolish.
Out here looking a whole mess.
Was that actually him?
I think it was. I tried to look it up on my drama list, but it didn't tell us who that guy was. So I'm just going. I think it is him. So, but anyway, it definitely looked like him. But
yeah, but Pass is very familiar. I was like,
I think he's been in some other stuff too. He's been around the block.
Oh.
Yeah, but
he's been passed around the block. I'm liking this show so far.
The rebound.
Yes. Yeah, we have Frank in it. We have Namin, Miss fellow doctor from Wandi Good Day. She's here. I didn't even recognize her. I was like, wow.
Yeah, because she's a little girl in this show.
This Bob makes her look 20 years younger. I was like, wow.
She bobbing that back. No, Pass is bobbing that back.
Yeah, he's giving. Oh, he is. Yup. Wandi Good Day, Doctor, episode 9. Guest starred.
Yeah. I
Look
was
at
like,
you.
Ooh.
You said I know them cheats anywhere.
Yeah. Bloop. Yeah. Cheat card strong. Okay.
I'm surprised. Yeah, I was like, this show's not even that raunchy, and they're showing cheats, like in the locker room scene in episode 2.
Yeah, and I'm glad they did.
I was like, but we didn't get that in the sign. The sign was
and they
Blur
gave us
City.
a mosaic, and I'm like, they're in the shower almost every other episode, and
it was a lot of blur.
Yeah, I'm like, why?
Or it was like a strategically placed candle in the middle of like a love scene.
Yeah, it's like, show us the crack. Come on, like,
show us or don't show us.
Right, like, what are you doing? Like, this is just disrespectful to us, okay?
Mm-hmm. And then we have two worlds where we see full cheats clapping,
like
from the side couple, but not the main couple.
Right. Yeah, we saw booty hairs and all.
And
maybe we might see some in Knock Knock Boys.
Oh.
That couple is in there.
We have, no?
No, not yet.
Not yet, yeah. I still have to get through Knock Knock Boys this episode.
Yes, you should, before you knock out. Anywho, I got something messy to tell you, to go into.
All right, what's the tea?
So, we recently saw a clip from Jenny AMPM, which I've not watched that show, by the way. Have you?
Jenny AM/PM. Is that the show with Singto in it?
Yes.
Is that when Singto's a girl? Yeah.
And
I've seen clips
Poom
of
is
it.
also in drag in the show.
Yeah, I was surprised that Poom is in it.
I'm surprised too because
Poom got a history. We need to dive into her history after my stand-in.
Yeah, we definitely need to see what Poom is all about. And I guess since we've seen Poom in drag, what other BL actors would you like to see in drag?
The thing is, we've seen Poom in drag. We've also seen Up in drag. Have you seen Up in drag?
Do I want to see Up in drag?
He looks good in drag. Like Pangina.
Not his name being Pangina. Are you serious?
No. Have you ever seen Drag Race Thailand?
No, I haven't.
One of the judges from that show, her name's Pangina, and she did Up. She
Ooh, okay.
did Up's makeup. She dragged him up.
Oh,
and he looks really good.
Oh, I just saw right now. Oh, he really does. Whoa. Really good.
She was serving. I forgot what her name was. Sheila gave her a name.
Like, wow. Really good.
Yeah, who would I want to see?
Fluke is there's also Fluke in drag as well.
Fluke in drag? Fluke who? Which Fluke?
I can't tell in this picture.
Till We Meet Again?
No, not that one.
Fluke Godwin?
No, not that one.
From Wandy Good Day?
I can't tell because I'm just seeing the drag photo. That's all I'm seeing.
Yeah, Pangina also did. She did. Not War. Oh my God, I'm forgetting his name.
Oh, I also forgot about Turbo in Love Stage.
Oh yeah, yes. I think the whole first half of that show, him ripping off that wig.
Right.
Comedy. And there's a whole show about someone in drag or pretending to be a woman. Kind of problematic, but
oh, and Luke. I forgot about First was in drag too.
First, yes,
I totally forgot.
First,
and he also looks good in drag.
TV First. She do.
I
feel like First was in. Oh, Bright was also in drag too.
Wow. And then someone said Kuhart was in drag, but I've never seen Kuhart in drag.
I've never seen Kuhart in drag. It could have just been him by himself.
Correct. I would love to see Gunn in drag.
Honestly, we haven't. Oh wait.
Oh, did we? No, I don't think we did.
We've seen Nanon in drag. Have you seen Nanon in drag?
I don't know if I want to see that.
In that Dirty Laundry show, she looks good. It's cute.
Oh my goodness. People are a mess. Some people are saying, Sobin would be great from Roommates of Poondok in drag.
I want to see Ji Woong in drag. All right.
Ooh, some people want to see Soham from
girl from Semantic Error.
Right.
Girl, he's tall as hell.
That would be interesting for sure.
No, but I want to see Gunn. I want to see Gunn in drag. Come on. Get into it.
Some people said your baby Jeff Satur.
She'll look good too. Jeff had such long hair like a couple years ago.
Right.
She could rock it. Jeff was just wearing nails for like some photo shoot. He was wearing like long claws.
Some people said Pod in drag would be great. And Chris Wu. Chris Wu from The Unknown.
I need to see another show from those two boys.
I also could
Taiwan, what's good?
They need.
Oh wait, we are getting another show from Taiwan soon. That show First Note, that's coming out soon, I think.
Is it this month or in July?
I saw it in July.
Also, another person people want to see in drag is Ohm. As in like... Ohm, not Ohm GMMTV Ohm, but Ohm Titiwat.
Oh. I feel like half
I guess because of the bone structure,
I feel like he has done drag, or at least worn a wig.
I
can picture all these boys.
I'm screaming.
It's so
People
funny.
also said Nunu.
Nunu. Honestly, Nunu, where are you?
If
Next
Nunu
season of
does
Drag Race
it,
Thailand. Where's Nunu as a judge? I
if
can see
Nunu
that.
does
Guest
it,
judge.
if Nunu does drag, you know who else would do drag?
Z.
Of course, they'll do it together. Anyway,
Oh yeah, Yin. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh my god, my
mm-hmm.
brain. Yeah, you see in that thread that Yin has also was dragged up by Pangina. She looked good.
Ooh, some people said a Poe in drag. I think he would look great. Actually, Poe kind of did it. And
like
what was that?
Right?
Yeah, in that movie that we watched, the period piece.
Oh, was he in drag?
Yeah,
was his character supposed to be a woman?
He was dressed as a woman in one of them, like one of the plays that he was doing. And then
I was gonna say I want to see. I want to see Bible. I want to see Bible.
Oh man, I think.
Oh yeah, about youth. Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who else too would be interesting to see in drag. I mean, also, I don't know if you.
Yeah, you see the photo of Bright here in drag.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and then also, I don't know if you remember, but was it the first one? It might have been the first one as well. One of them is the first one of his man. One of them is no, it was the second one.
Drag queen?
In the second one of them is a drag queen, like as part of their job.
And his man too?
I think it's his man too, or the first one. Let me double check.
It's probably the first one. I'm like, no one in his man too.
I think it might be the first one.
I should rewatch the first one, but it's so many episodes because it's 2 hours an episode.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like 8 episodes. There's 8 days. It's a lot.
Yeah, let me see.
It's a lot to say.
Let me see if I can. I'm gonna double check because I am pretty sure. In the first one, I'm gonna look at the cast to make sure. Yes, that's right. One of them is.
Did they end up with anyone?
No.
Of course not. Boo.
Yeah, I mean, there was only one couple that came out of the first one, and they didn't last.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I knew they weren't.
Messy.
And I knew they weren't gonna last.
Yeah, I'd hope to see. I want to see Gunn. I want to see Mitz. Ooh, I want to see Mitz.
I feel as if Mix would do it.
I want to see Earth in drag too. I think that'll look pretty. I'll see PP in drag.
I feel as if he's already done it.
Honestly, I feel like he has to.
Yeah.
Show us the photos.
And we'll find
Release
something.
the tapes.
Oh, hold on. I'm just gonna send this to your IG. Hold on.
And get into it, girl. Get into it, yeah. Would you want to see Tool in drag? I feel like Tool's done it too.
I feel as if he has, but I think he would look bad.
What? Oh my! What did you send me?
this. He was in the first season of His Man. That's why I told you need to get into it.
Get into it, yeah.
Yeah, the first season was pretty good.
Not his bio that Setsi is gay in Korea. Okay. Okay. But you walked out solo during that first season.
Yeah,
maybe she was too full of herself.
They did him dirty. I'll say that.
Well, no one liked him.
Yeah, and I don't know why. They were all chasing after this one guy.
This one twink.
No, he wasn't a twink. He was just he had the very he had that look that a lot of Koreans like.
I mean, this season they're all like, I want like a clean cut, basic Korean man.
Right.
They want the Han-min look, the Jae-sun look. And I'm like, okay. I still like Yeonjun the most.
I still like Minsun, but he's a little too young for me. But Yeonjun is, he's cute. He can get it.
He cute.
He can get it. He can have it. With that said, we gonna have at it, okay? Because we gotta go. that is it for this episode of Ride Can Top My Knee. Be safe and don't drag the day out too long, okay?
All right.
But if you are, you better look good doing it.
You better look real good on this rainy day.
Mm-hmm.
I hope the ride in your life drags your knee. Okay.
Oh, don't drag the knee. It's going to get skinned.
Ooh, carpet burn.
Mm-mm. No. Alrighty. Bye, y'all.
Okay, bye-bye.